ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami is one such great personality out of the 6 Goswamis. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami, in a very young age, in his childhood itself, he got darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at home because his parents were very, very amazing devotees, Venkata Bhatta and his wife. And just think about Gopal Bhatta Goswami's great fortune. Lord Chaitanya, who is Sri Krishna himself, he stayed in the house of Venkata Bhatta for 4 months. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami, at that time Gopal, along with his father Venkata Bhatta, he would serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He would get remnants of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He might be sitting on the lap of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you never know. He was serving him in various ways. And he became very attached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To such an extent, after 4 months when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to leave, to continue his South Indian tour, Gopal started crying like anything, almost as if he was going to die. So on the request of Venkata Bhatta, Lord Chaitanya stayed back for some more time. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left after some time. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he wanted to go with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Lord said, you stay back with your parents. And parents were also at a different level of devotional service. So when the parents were about to leave their body, so they instructed Gopal Bhatta, that you should spend your entire life, rest of your life, just serving Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There's no other thing that you're supposed to do. ऐसे parents किसको मिलेंगे? Go and serve the Lord. Don't look back. This is almost like Lakshman going to his mother. And Lakshman's mother, what was her name? Sumitra. So she is instructing Lakshman, you have taken birth from my womb only for this purpose. And what is that purpose? To go with Ram and serve him. Never look back. Fortunate are those souls who get such parents, who say that go and serve the Lord, don't look back. We have many brahmacharis in ISKCON. Not many, a few I should say. Few brahmacharis in ISKCON. Whose parents, they literally came to drop them to the temple and said, never look back. Never come back. Fortunate. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami, then he associated and served Lord Chaitanya for a good amount of time. Then he went to Vrindavan. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, a great scholar. He had a disciple called Srinivas Acharya. And he was known everywhere in Sri Vrindavan Dham. In the year 1534, Lord Chaitanya winded up his pastime in Jagannath Puri. And he entered the deity called Tota Gopinath. And all the devotees got to know. And that situation was really very, very difficult for devotees to digest that our Lord has left this planet. He has winded up his pastimes. And personalities like Raghunath Das Goswami, they wanted to commit suicide, jumping into Radha Kund or jumping into Jamuna. They wanted to drown themselves. But then the devotees in Vrindavan, they supported each other. And all of them, pacifying each other, they stayed back for continuing the service of Lord Chaitanya. You can imagine how much these devotees were attached to Lord Chaitanya. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami also, he was feeling a lot of separation from Lord Chaitanya. To such an extent that his entire day would just go thinking about Lord Chaitanya and feeling the pangs of separation. And whenever a devotee is intense in his mood, he prays to the Lord. Lord inspires the devotee. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami was inspired by Lord Chaitanya. In some places it is said in the form of dream, in some places it is said it's inspiration. Lord Chaitanya told Gopal Bhatta Goswami that if you want my darshan, go to Nepal. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he went to Nepal. Just by that inspiration, but just by that instruction, he went to Nepal. Now see, in the previous days, if you were to travel from one place to another, it's not that you book a flight ticket and in 2 hours you're there in that place. And then take a cab from there, book Ola, Uber and just go there. These personalities had to walk. Now, do we understand what it means to walk? The 22 kilometers of Govardhan Parikrama that we complete in 6 to 8 hours, that itself, devotees are like, oh, bro, too much. Too much. And here, this devotee, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, started walking from Vrindavan to Nepal. He goes there. But Lord, this is a very arduous, very, very extreme, and what do you say? A lot of hardship that a devotee took to reach that place. A lot of hardship. In fact, we have many examples in Shastra where devotees have taken a lot of hardships just to fulfill the instruction given by Guru and Krishna. We see Madhavendra Puri. Srila Madhavendra Puri, whose appearance day is also there today. So Srila Madhavendra Puri, he travelled all the way from Vrindavan. He came to Orissa, near the place called Remuna. And from there, he went further. Now, why he went all the way? Because in Vrindavan, he was given an instruction by the Lord, Srinathji, who is worshipped now in Nathadwara, that I want Chandan. Now say, Madhavendra Puri could have said, okay, I'll go to Louis Bazaar and get something for you. But Lord is very specific. You have to go to this place in Orissa and you have to get Chandan for me. And Madhavendra Puri was not bargaining. Chandan to yahan bhi mil jata hai, wahan bhi mil jata hai. Please allow me to go there and get. No. Lord instructed and Madhavendra Puri began. He started from there and in between he came to Remuna and the wonderful pastime took place of Khirchor Gopinath. He went ahead to get Chandan and he had full mood of walking from that place back to Vrindavan. But looking at the intense devotion of Madhavendra Puri and the hardships that he was taking, Lord told him, no problem. I am the same personality here also as Gopinath. You please offer Chandan here. So in this way, you can see Madhavendra Puri, how much hardships he took. Coming to our Srila Prabhupada, look at how much hardship Srila Prabhupada took. Just for one instruction. Whenever you get money, print books. And just for this one instruction, all that series that we have in Prabhupada Lilamrit by Svatsarup Maharaj, it's very clear. Just to print that first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, part volume 1, 2, 3, how much hardship Srila Prabhupada took. To distribute the Back to Godhead magazine, how much hardships he took. And the instruction, the ultimate instruction that was there, that preached to the Western world in English. How much hardship Srila Prabhupada took to go from one place to another, from India to West, and there surviving in that pathetic situation. And following in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, how much hardships their disciples are taking to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's instructions. This is called as greatness of a devotee. They don't take a step back when they get an instruction from Guru and Krishna. They always contemplate how to fulfill that instruction. And whenever there is a right time, they just implement that instruction. So in this way, Gopal Bhatta Goswami also, he got that inspiration and he went, to Nepal. He was taking bath in Gandaki river. In some places it is said that he got 12 Shaligram Shilas himself and went to Vrindavan. And after going to Vrindavan, he realized that, oh no, I am not qualified. So he again walked back and he came, to Gandaki river to keep back the Shaligram Shilas. But then when he was keeping the Shaligram Shilas, chanting the proper mantras to keeping them back, it is described that the Shaligram Shilas jumped in his lap. And he kept it again down. Again they jumped. Again he kept it down. So third time when they jumped on his lap, then he understood, Lord wants me to serve him in this beautiful form of Shaligram Shilas. In the other place it is said that Gopal Bhatta Goswami, when he was taking bath, so he had put his pot to get the water, and he put his pot, many Shaligram Shilas came in the pot. Then again he dropped all of them back. He said, no, I'm not qualified to worship. And again he put his pot to get water to take bath, again Shaligram Shilas came. Again he put it out. And third time or fourth time when this happened again, there were 12 Shaligram Shilas in the pot. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami understood that Lord wants me to worship him in this beautiful form. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he took the Shaligram Shilas, with him. Now, there are many, many types of Shaligram Shilas. I was reading in one article that there are 25 Shaligram Shila, 25 types are known. More than that might be there. And based on the markings on the Shaligram Shila, one can understand that which Shaligram Shila it is. So yesterday when we were doing Abhishekam, so we saw the Narsimha Shaligram Shila. Narsimha Shaligram Shila has got a dwara, the mouth is open. And you can see the teeth also in the Shaligram Shila. So when Gopal Bhatta Goswami was getting the Shaligram Shilas, out of 12 Shaligram Shilas, there was one called Damodar Shila. And how do you understand it is Damodar Shila? Damodar Shilas are normally big, huge in size. And it is described that 2 chakra markings on that. Like that you can make out that it's a Damodar Shaligram Shilas. Many other markings might be there, but this is something prominent. So he took the Shaligram Shilas. Now just contemplate on this one pastime, one incident. Lord is so eager that he's jumping in the lap or in the pot of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So eager. Lord is so eager that I should be worshipped by Gopal Bhatta Goswami. This is the greatness of a devotee. That Lord is eager that please worship me. Another example of our Goswamis having similar pastime, Sanatan Goswami. So Sanatan Goswami, he had been to Mathura and he was staying in the house of some Brahmana. And there this deity of Madan Gopal was there. And this Brahmana, his entire family was worshipping Madan Gopal very nicely. But then this deity came in the dream of the Brahmana and said, I want to be worshipped, or I should be worshipped by this sadhu who has come, Sanatan Goswami. Now Sanatan Goswami does not have a temple. He does not have a place. He was staying under one tree one day, another tree another day. And here, Lord wants to leave the luxurious worship in the house and he wants to be with the sadhu who has nothing for his worship. And now this Brahmana, he gave the deity, to Sanatan Goswami. And guess what? The deity comes in the dream of Sanatan Goswami and also says that I want you to worship me. I want you to serve me. This is the greatness, of our devotees. This is the greatness of our acharyas. And very clearly, we understand that how Lord is always eager to be worshipped by pure devotees. Because pure devotees, they don't have any other desire except one, to give pleasure to the Lord. All their activities are just meant for that. And Lord likes to remain with such devotees. As simple as that. And when Lord is personally choosing someone, and that devotee has got that mood of giving pleasure to the Lord by his services, that entire place turns into Sri Dham Vrindavan, a holy place. Because what is a holy place all about? What is Vrindavan all about? Keeping Krishna in the center and serving Krishna for his pleasure. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami was doing that. The only goal of life was serving the Lord for his pleasure. And guess what? Shaligram Shilas are jumping. Now when we go to take bath in Gandaki river, this will not happen. This will not happen. We have to come to that platform of becoming a pure devotee. At least before leaving the body, one has to come to this platform of getting rid of all the sense gratificatory thoughts and desires and having only one thought, that I want to serve the Lord for his pleasure. One has to come to this platform, and this is called as purification. When normally we talk about purification. When we hear Krishna Katha, we say we're getting purified. When we're chanting the holy names, we say we're getting purified. When we go to Dham, we say we're getting purified. What is that purification all about? Cheto Darpana Marjana, what it is all about? It's all about cleansing of one's heart. What are we cleansing in the heart? We're cleansing the sense gratificatory desires. Because that is what is keeping us in this material world. That's what is keeping us in this material world. So as soon as we start practicing bhakti, these desires are removed. And the person finally comes. Now we cannot become desireless. It's not that, all the desires are removed, now I'm desireless. No. That is not Vaishnava philosophy. These contaminated desires are removed, and one desire, which is always there in the heart of a living entity, becomes prominent. And finally it becomes the only desire. And that is serving Lord Krishna with Srimati Radharani for their pleasure. And such devotee becomes qualified to enter Goloka Vrindavan. Because in Goloka Vrindavan, devotees don't have any other desire except serving Radha and Krishna. And we see these all great souls, all our acharyas, who are the servants of Srimati Radharani, all are manjaris, who came down, who manifested their pastime to establish how to render devotional service. And they taught their own personal example, through their talks, through their writings. And here Gopal Bhatta Goswami is one such personality whom Lord is choosing, you should worship me. Madhavendra Puri, for that matter. When Madhavendra Puri does not have anything. In fact, he was not going around to beg also. Madhavendra Puri just would be there at one place, and if someone comes and gives him something, then okay. If he does not get anything, he'll fast. No paraphernalia for worship. But in the dream of Madhavendra Puri, this deity of Srinathji or Gopal comes in the dream. And Gopal is instructing. Lord Krishna is instructing. I'm stuck here in this particular place, in these bushes. Devotees have forgotten to take me out from here. Can you please take me out from here and worship me? Lord is choosing Madhavendra Puri. You see? This is the greatness of these devotees who have this one desire that I want to serve Krishna for his pleasure. Now Gopal Bhatta Goswami, when he got those Shaligram Shilas, the 12 Shaligram Shilas, and one was huge, that is Damodar Shila, he was worshipping with whatever he had. Now his worship is very nice. He was worshipping with love and devotion, but he didn't have a temple or something like that. Again, these Goswamis were staying under one tree, next day another tree. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami would carry all the Shaligram Shilas in a cloth bag, and he'll hang it around his neck. And then he'll take them wherever he goes. And whenever he has to worship, then he'll remove them, worship them, put them back and go around. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami became famous in Vrindavan. Already he was very famous. Now he was known by this particular activity, a sadhu who worships 12 Shaligram Shilas. Because our acharyas who were there before, like Lokanath Goswami, Bhugarbha Goswami and others, they didn't have Shaligram Shilas. He was that one unique personality who had unique 12 Shaligram Shilas. In this way, he was known everywhere, for his service. And it is described that his attachment for the deities was so wonderful. Attachment to the Shaligram Shilas was so wonderful that he would not keep his Shaligram Shilas here and there. Hang and take them around. Same with Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami didn't have a temple. He would hang a cloth, and in that he'll keep the Madan Mohan deity. And they'll go around. Even for that matter, Lokanath Goswami, what is the name of Lokanath Goswami's deity? No? Radha Vinodi Lal. Even Radha Vinodi Lal for that matter. So there's beautiful deity of Krishna. As of now it's in Jaipur. So even Lokanath Goswami would take the deity around wherever he would go. That's the attachment now of these devotees for their deities. And our dear Srila Prabhupada, he established so many deities all around the world. So many. I was reading some section in Prabhupada Lilamrit. There Sasuru Maharaj writes that all the Goswamis, they had their personal deities and they established temples, they worshipped the deities personally. And A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he established temples all around the world. And all the deities were his personal deities. And how are these personal deities taken care? They are taken care by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada on the request of Srila Prabhupada. If you go to Sri Vrindavan Dham, if you go to Prabhupada's house, there's a table, and on that there are many photos kept. And you will see the various photos of Radha Krishna are kept. And those were the deities which Prabhupada installed in different countries all around the world. Whichever place you go where Prabhupada stayed, and they call it as Prabhupada's room or Prabhupada's house, you will find the photos of these deities on the table. How much attached these great souls are to these worshipable form of the Lord, their worshipable deities. Therefore, these are very wonderful signs of the devotees who have that selfless mode of worshipping the Lord, and they're attached to the Lord. And this attachment to the Lord is also a benediction or a blessing of the Lord. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he had Shaligram Shilas. He'll take them around, worship them. This was in the year 1542. When did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappear? 1534. And this was 1542. How many years difference? 8 years. So 8 years were spent in separation from the Lord. But then this particular year, Gopal Bhatta Goswami was feeling intense separation from the Lord. And then he was thinking that, he was feeling that need. He was having that desire that even I should be worshipping a deity. Like Srila Rupa Goswami is worshipping, like Sanatan Goswami is worshipping. Even I should be worshipping a deity with the beautiful Tribhanga form of the Lord. That was his intense desire. He had Shaligram Shilas all round. And to intensify this desire, there was a merchant who came, who was gifting all the Goswamis various paraphernalia of worship, cloth, ornaments, etc. for the deities. He gave it to Gopal Bhatta Goswami also. Now Gopal Bhatta Goswami told this merchant, see, I've got Shaligram Shilas, they're all round. Where will I put these ornaments and cloth? He's a merchant, insisted, no, you keep. Now Gopal Bhatta Goswami, what he did was, he kept the cloth and ornaments in front of the deities, in front of the Shaligram Shilas. And he prayed that you please give me direction what has to be done. Now this is how a devotee prays. Whenever a devotee is in fix, he prays to the Lord, please give me direction. This is a very, very important prayer. Whenever we are in confusion, we don't take shelter of our own contaminated intelligence. We take shelter of the Lord. And we pray to the Lord that, oh Lord, please give me direction. I've got these different options. Please give me direction. Which option to choose? In fact, one of our Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, he was instructed, inspired by the Lord, that you excavate these holy places and all that. Along with that, he was inspired by the Lord to find a deity called Govindadev. See, all these deities which these devotees were getting or they were finding, they were installed by Vajranabh, if I am not wrong, grandson of Lord Krishna. So this personality was installing, he had installed these deities and they were lost with time. So Rupa Goswami is told that find out this deity, where it is, and start the worship. And Rupa Goswami tried his best. He was going around, he was not finding the deity at all. Days after days, he was searching. And then he also offered a prayer that please give me the direction. What has to be done? Please give me direction. And by Lord's direction, he could find a place, an anthill, where every day a cow would come and just stand there and allow the milk to flow in the anthill. And rest is history, where Rupa Goswami went and then he removed the anthill and he found the beautiful deity of Govindadev. Even Srila Prabhupada also would pray to the Lord for directions. Even current devotees, senior devotees who are there, whenever there are multiple options. Now see, I'm not talking about should I do this material activity or should I do this spiritual activity. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about devotees who have got all our services, all our bona fide services. And now they have to choose and render a devotional service by choosing one of the service. And the devotees are confused what to do. And the devotee is praying, "Oh Lord, please give me direction. What has to be done?" And here Gopal Bhatta Goswami is praying. It is described, it was the day of Narsimha Chaturdashi. Narsimha Chaturdashi, a very, very wonderful day when Lord Narsimha Dev, he manifested his beautiful form. Beautiful, sweet, but ferocious. That form in front of Hiranyakashipu. Just for one reason. For his devotee Prahlad. Now this is such a wonderful pastime which melts the heart of a devotee. That how is it that the Lord is ready to manifest himself just for his devotee, one devotee? Such a huge form, just for that one devotee. That devotee was put in some critical situation and Lord wants to come personally to protect. See, Lord could have protected him in various ways. He was anyways protecting, no? When Prahlad was thrown from the cliff of the mountain, Lord caught him and then kept him down. Or his energies caught him and kept him down. When he was thrown in the water, in the ocean, he was saved. Pit of snakes, he was saved. In the fire, he was saved. This time also when Hiranyakashipu was trying to kill him, Lord could have saved him. And this is the same question that one king is asking his minister. That, why is it that your Lord, this is a Muslim king, some places it is said as Akbar Birbal pastime. So in one place, some other names given, but one king and one minister. So this king is asking this question, coming from Muslim background. He's asking this question, why is it that your Lord has to personally come and manifest these pastimes of saving devotees? And the minister said, when the right time comes, I'll explain. Now this minister, he had a nice plan. He told the king that when they were going out on a boat, he told the king, please get your son also. Let's go together. We'll take him on a boat ride. Now there was king, his boat, his son was there, his minister was there. And there were other personalities, other soldiers were there, ministers were there on the boat. And here the minister was playing with the child. And then while playing, he did one mischievous act. There was a doll that was there. The child only. So he was playing with the child and threw the child in the water. Now just think about it. A living person is thrown in the water. And the king, without any delay, he personally jumped. And he got the son back. He got onto the boat. And at that time, the minister asked the question, anyone around could have jumped and got your son? Why you personally jumped to save your son? And the king is like, he's my son. He's my son. And at that time, this minister said, similarly, the pure devotees of the Lord, they are the sons of the Lord, and Lord personally jumps in this ocean of material existence just to save them. And at that time, the king was convinced, yes. I don't know if the king asked him a question, "Tune pheka tha kya?" I don't know if that was there, that was not given anywhere. But it's a very nice thing to note that how Lord is ready to do anything for his pure devotees. There Prahlad was tortured and Lord appeared. And here Gopal Bhatta Goswami is meditating on that pastime. And he is praying to the Lord very wonderfully. He is praying that you are very merciful and you always fulfill the desires of your devotees. You personally manifest for your devotees. I wish to serve you in your form, having arms and legs and the blissful smiling face with the lotus eyes. If I had a deity, I would be able to decorate him so nicely with these clothes and ornaments. That was his prayer. He was having the pain of separation from the Lord. He was suffering by that. He was tortured by that. And very beautifully it is described that how Gopal Bhatta Goswami, continuing his Nitya Seva in the evening, he put the Shaligrams to rest in a basket, covered with another basket. And he went off to sleep, to take rest. And next day he went to take bath in Jamuna. And after taking bath from Yamuna, he wanted to continue his Nitya Seva. And there he opens the basket. And there are 11 Shaligram Shilas. And there is one beautiful form of Krishna. This was a beautiful deity of Lord Krishna. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami could make out that there are 11 Shaligrams. And the 12th one, that is the Damodar Shaligram, is missing. And that Damodar Shaligram has now manifested in this beautiful form of Krishna. Now, for your information, this deity is less than 12 inch and has got beautiful features. The lotus feet is very beautiful. The calves, the thighs, very beautiful. The chest is broad, and the Lord is in the posture of holding the flute. His smile is very, very beautiful. His nose is very perfect. The ears are very perfect. The entire face is so beautiful. And this beautiful deity has got teeth also. Now, this deity manifested. Now, can you imagine? Just try to comprehend. What would be the situation of Gopal Bhatta Goswami? He was having a desire, he was offering prayer, and Lord has manifested in front of him. For Prahlad, he manifested from pillar, and for Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he manifested from Shaligram Shila. Who says that Lord personally manifests in the deity is a wrong statement? Who says that deity is not Lord? Here we have proofs. And even today, it is described that the backside of the deity, if anyone sees the backside of the deity, now there are marks of Shaligram. So it is Shaligram itself, which is there as the deity. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami, when he saw that, the only thing that he could do was hold the deity to his heart and keep crying and crying and crying. The first Abhishek which was done was with the tears of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Just imagine the devotion of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. How great, how wonderful. These are our acharyas. These are our acharyas. And it is also described that all the other Goswamis got to know. And all the Goswamis ran to that place. And everyone, they were so happy looking at this particular scene of Gopal Bhatta Goswami having a deity in his hand. And all the Goswamis, they also started crying in ecstasy that how merciful our Lord is that He has manifested here in this beautiful form. And all the devotees there, along with Gopal Bhatta Goswami, they gave a name to the deity. And the name was Radha Raman. Now, Radha Raman basically means Krishna who gives pleasure to Srimati Radharani. Now the question comes, why Radha Raman only? Why this name? So this deity manifested in a place near the Rasasthali called Nidhivan. There are many Rasasthali of the Lord. One of them is Nidhivan. So near this place, this pastime happened. If we go today to that place, we have Gopal Bhatta Goswami Samadhi. And just besides that, now there is an entrance where you can go. There's a tree. And below that tree, there is a place. And that is the place where the Shaligram turned into the deity. And since it is near Rasasthali, and Rasasthali has a speciality that Krishna leaves Srimati Radharani to increase her attachment, to increase her love and affection for Krishna. So this is the pleasure that Krishna is giving to Srimati Radharani. And since he gives pleasure to Srimati Radharani, he is also called as Radhika Raman. And all the Goswamis present there, along with Gopal Bhatta Goswami, they gave this beautiful name, Sri Sri Radha Raman. Sri Sri Radha Raman Lal Ki Jai. And here it is described that the mode of Gaudiya Vaishnavas is very clear. The mode of Gaudiya Vaishnavas is they approach Krishna through Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani is our eternal mother. She is the Swamini of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And the devotees pray to Srimati Radharani. Even Srila Prabhupada says this. Devotees pray to Srimati Radharani, oh Srimati Radharani, please recommend my name to Krishna. Krishna is giving pleasure to Srimati Radharani. So whatever Srimati Radharani says, Krishna will do because he wants to give pleasure to Srimati Radharani. Therefore, it's called as Radha Raman. And if Srimati Radharani recommends our name, that this devotee, this brahmachari, nice devotee, take him back home. What will Krishna say? I know him very well what he does. But since you're recommending his name, I'll accept. So, Srila Prabhupada says that if Srimati Radharani recommends our name to Krishna, Krishna can never reject. Because she is Bhakta Shiromani. She is that topmost devotee. She is that topmost servant of Lord Shri Krishna, whom Krishna is attached to. Therefore, the Gaudiya Vaishnavas have a clear mood. And therefore, all our deities are named as Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govind, Radha Gopinath. And here we have Radha Raman. And if you go to the temple, you will not find the deity of Radharani there. So we have the beautiful form of Krishna. And besides that, there is a silver crown that is kept. So that signifies that Radharani is always present with Radha Raman. Some other place I had heard that since he is Radha Raman, he always holds Radharani in the heart. So there is no need of a separate deity. I have not read this, I have heard from some devotees. So in this way, we see that this beautiful form of Radha Raman manifested in Vrindavan near Asasthali. And today is the day of appearance day of Radhika Raman or Radha Raman. So this was in the year 1542, in the month of Vaishak, that is April-May, which is currently going on the full moon day, that is Purnima. And today is that day. Now, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he does not have any family lineage or something. He is a renunciant. Now, Gopal Bhatta Goswami started thinking that who will take care of my deity after I leave? Now, this thought process was there. Many years, after this deity manifested and all that, he was in the mood of that intense separation. All those, different things were there. One thing that was striking him again and again was, when he left his family, when his house, when his parents left their body, before that he was given an instruction. Entire life you serve Lord Chaitanya. And he also wanted to serve Lord Chaitanya. And now he was thinking that I'm serving Radha Raman. I'm serving Krishna. Obviously, I understand Lord Chaitanya is not different from Krishna. But still I'm serving Krishna's deity. I should have served Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's deity. And he was feeling that I'm not chaste to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was the feeling that he was having. Firstly, intense pain of separation was there that particular day from Lord Chaitanya. He was remembering the instruction given by his father also. And then he was feeling that I'm not chaste to Lord Chaitanya. Now when he was thinking like that and feeling that pain, in front of his own eyes, the deity of Krishna, that is Radha Raman, turned into Gaur Sundar. And it's described, Gopal Bhatta Goswami was taking darshan of Gaur Sundar. And he was just crying in ecstasy, having that complete realization that this deity of mine is not different from Gaur Sundar. Here is a practical manifestation of how Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Now those fools who are not able to accept Lord Chaitanya as Krishna, what to do with them? Here we have all practical things happening where it is very clear that how Lord Chaitanya is not different from Krishna. And this is the first thing that every Gaudiya Vaishnava should have conviction in. Because without this conviction, how can we be called as Gaudiyas? Gaudiyas means followers of Gauranga. And when we don't have this conviction that Lord Chaitanya or Gauranga is not different from Radha and Krishna, then how can we call ourselves as Gaudiya Vaishnavas? Therefore, worshipping Lord Chaitanya is not different from worshipping Krishna. Worshipping Krishna is not different from worshipping Lord Chaitanya. Elsewhere I was reading that previously when Chaitanya mantras were not given, was not known, or Lord didn't appear at that time. So devotees were worshipping Even the deity of Lord Chaitanya with Krishna mantras. But with time, when these mantras were revealed, the Gayatri mantra was revealed for worshipping Lord Chaitanya, then our Gaudiya Vaishnava shifted to those different mantras which are specifically meant for worshipping Lord Chaitanya. So in this way, we have the mantras related to Lord Chaitanya, we have deities of Lord Chaitanya, and the worship procedure is given for Lord Chaitanya as well. And here we understand in this particular pastime, it's very clear that how Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya are non-different. And this realization, practical realization, Gopal Bhatta Goswami always carried in his heart for lifelong. So this deity is very, very special because this deity was the only deity that remained in Vrindavan. Every other deity, which was very big, when the Mughals attacked, so the deities were shifted to Jaipur. But Radha Raman, a small, cute deity, less than 12 inch, he can be hidden anywhere. So this deity remained in Vrindavan. So the only deity that remains in Vrindavan, the original deity. And all the other deities, you have to go to Jaipur to take darshan. And this deity has another speciality, that if you take darshan of the lotus feet of Radha Raman, you get the benefit of taking darshan of the lotus feet of Radha Madan Mohan deity. Because Madan Mohan's lotus feet are exactly like that of Krishna in his transcendental form. When you take darshan of the chest of Radha Raman, you get the benefit of taking darshan of Radha Gopinath. Because the chest of Radha Gopinath is exactly like that of the transcendental form of Krishna. And when you take darshan of the face of Radha Raman, you get the benefit of taking darshan of Radha Govinda Dev. Because the face of Govinda Dev is the exact replica of the Lord. So in this way, when you take darshan of Radha Raman, you take darshan of Madan Mohan, Govind and Gopinath. Therefore, devotees just go and stand there. Dekh to nahi sakte itne dur se. They use binoculars and keep seeing the lotus feet and the chest and the face. And very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he had gone to Haridwar once. It was heavily raining. He took shelter of one Brahmana in his house. And this Brahmana, they didn't have any kids. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami blessed him that very soon he'll be able to beget kids. And this Brahmana also promised that my first son I'll send for your service. Again, how fortunate are these kids who have such wonderful parents. Ja beta, ja. Now give your life for service of the Lord and the Vaishnavas. Now after many years, almost 10 years, one day Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he went to take bath and he came back and he saw that one boy was sitting and he was waiting for him. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami asked, "Who are you?" He said, "My name is Gopinath and I am coming from Haridwar. My father sent me here to serve your lotus feet." And then Gopal Bhatta Goswami remembered, okay, that Gopinath or that Brahmana whom I blessed, he's the son. Now 10-year-old boy, you can imagine, or something around that. He continued serving Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he continued serving Radha Raman deity. And with time he got the name Gopinath Pujari, because he continued serving as a Pujari. But now there was a problem, because this boy or this person, he also didn't get married. He was a brahmachari. So there was a problem. Who will take care of the deity? So Gopal Bhatta Goswami, with his intelligence, he asked the brother of Gopinath, whose name was Damodar Das, that you get married, you beget progeny, and you continue taking care of my deity, Sri Radha Raman. And that's how even today, the deity is taken care, by this devotee's lineage, that is Damodar Prabhu's lineage. And this deity is taken care in a very, very amazing way. To such an extent that Srila Prabhupada instructed the disciples that if you want to learn the deity worship standards, then you should go to Radha Raman temple, and from there you should learn the deity worship standards. And devotees did that. A lot of things, are taken from Radha Raman temple. In fact, the flower garlands which are offered, the pujaris themselves make. So if you take flower garland from outside and give it to the pujari, they'll keep the garland separate, in the basket. They say it is offered. They'll not take it inside or offer. They have very high standards. And they themselves will cook and they'll offer to the Lord. Our Radha Raman has got his own boat where the Nauka Vihar takes place. And our Radha Raman deity, our Lord, has got his train also. And the Lord travels in the train on a particular occasion in the entire place. And today, on this auspicious day of appearance of Radha Raman, I was reading in another place. I don't know how much correct it is. If it's a fact, it's very good. Some 500 liters of milk is offered in Abhishek. It's a big festival commemorating the appearance day of Radha Raman. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada also had a very good relationship, with these devotees in Radha Raman temple. In fact, I was very astonished to read that how Srila Prabhupada would consult the devotees in Radha Raman temple for various things, be it for deity worship or be it for some shlokas or whatever. And Srila Prabhupada had got this very great fondness towards the deity as well. So in this way, we see that how all our Acharya in the line, they're all amazing and great, to such an extent that a Shaligram Shila becomes a deity. And this Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he leaves the body in Vrindavan, and who is none other than Ananga Manjari. At some places it is said Guna Manjari, serving Sri Radha and Krishna eternally in the spiritual world. And his Samadhi is there in Sri Vrindavan Dham. So we have Samadhi of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Besides that, we have that place where the Shaligram turned into the deity. And behind that, we have a temple, beautiful temple, where we have this deity of Radha Raman, kept very far in the altar, worshipped in a very, very gorgeous and a luxury way, with all the wonderful strict standards. And so many times aartis will happen, and so many times devotees will sing bhajan. And in those bhajans, they sing that how this deity is the heart and soul of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. That's the song every day they sing, in Sandhya Aarti. So we're very, very fortunate to be part of this wonderful parampara of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And we're very, very fortunate that we get to learn from the acharana of these acharyas how to become a wonderful devotee and how to cultivate that one desire of serving Radha and Krishna for their pleasure and having no other desire for one's own sense gratification. Thank you very much. Sri Radha Raman Dev ki Jai, Sri Vrindavan Dham ki Jai, Gopal Bhatta Goswami ki Jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.